Okay, brother, let's talk about values. The reason I wanted to talk about this is so often I speak with men around what we want, okay, what they want. And when you think about what it is you're unsatisfied with, what you'd love to change, okay, usually that's an area that you'd like to improve, and it's something that you may want a better result in. Now, in the role that I do and the work that I do with people, am often talking to men, more specifically dads, about being more energetic, having more energy, having a better body, having better relationships, less anger, less frustration, less stress, better sleep, better testosterone, more energy, getting a hormone balance that actually allows them to do their daily tasks with elite energy and elite focus. So these are usually wants, right? Now, when I speak to these dads, they say they value health, or they value their family, or they value the time with their kids, or they value their money. Whatever it is they say they value usually correlates with something that they actually want to fix. And so I would challenge that notion that this is not actually a value to them. Because what we value, and through the development that I've done and the awareness that I've gained into my own life and the processes and systems we need to have in place to achieve our values and have the things that we want, usually, and I would say 9 out of 10 times, that in which we value, we get. I'll say that again. That in which we value, we get, or we have. So if you want to improve something, if you want more health, if you want a better body, if you want more time with your kids, if you want more money, I would say it's because you don't actually value it. You're valuing something else before that result, or you're valuing actions that work you away from that result. You're just not being fully aware of it, and you're not accepting it. So let's take into consideration some examples, right? I'll make the easiest one is health. Guys will say, I value my health. I really want to be healthier. Well, I then say, what actions are you taking every single day to work yourself toward health? Or are there other actions that you're choosing to go with, to opt for, that are actually working you away from the health that you want or you say you value? And so when you do an assessment like this, you start to realize that, they're prioritizing taking the easy option, the lazy option when they get home from work. They're not training their body or their mind. Or they're saying that they don't have time to train. I don't have time to get to the gym. I don't have time to go for a run or do some push-ups or do some pull-ups. That is a clear value miscorrelation with the result that they want. Because as soon as you set your values in place, as soon as you get super clear on what you value, say it's health, I value my health, you then prioritize. If it's one of your top 3 values, okay, you will dedicate and influence the decisions you make every single day based on your top 3 values. Okay, so if you value health, you'll make more decisions that are the actions and the disciplines that you need to achieve that value. But if you don't truly value your health, it's easy to opt out. It's easy to take the easy option. It's easy to sit back and relax. After work, hit the tins or just watch some Netflix. But as soon as you correlate and you change your value in your top values to health, energy, vitality, time, presence, less stress, more clarity, you will make the decisions that you need to in order to achieve those results. And this is one of the biggest areas that men don't actually optimize. They set a target and they go, all right, I want to lose 10 kilos. I want to give up the beers. I want to give up this. But they never actually get clear on what they value in their mind. And so they may get a little bit of momentum, but they're not subconsciously taking their mind to a new level of awareness and constantly checking in with what they value. So as soon as things get a little bit challenging, they go back to their comfort zone. And their comfort zone is your old values. If you value comfort and ease and the instant gratification of just sitting back after a big day and just chilling out, you won't achieve health. You will not achieve health. You have to be more disciplined to achieve health. And to be more disciplined, you need a stronger set of values behind you so that when those temptations and when those opportunities present themselves, you can clearly, in your own mind, say, hey, This is what I've chosen to value. This is now going to influence my decision. And so, for instance, like say you value being sober, okay? This is a really clear example. Say you value being sober. Sobriety is your value in this phase of life. It may change in the future, but right now, your top 3 values are energy, sobriety, and focus. Okay, so you've chosen to get sober because you need more focus and more energy, and they're your top 3 values. You go out for a meal with some friends, and you've previously been someone who gets on the beers, maybe gets on the bags, and your mate or someone that you go to dinner with goes, "Hey bro, you want a beer?" And you don't have this value. You've not got clear on this value. So you go, "Oh man, damn." And he goes, "Oh, just one won't hurt, just one." And you're like, fuck it, just one won't hurt. That's because you didn't have the value in place of staying sober. So when you get super clear and it's in your top 3 values and you see it on paper every single day, there is no way when that opportunity presents itself that you're giving in. Your discipline and your focus is on your top 3 values now. And so when old mate offers you a beer, or he offers you a bag, or offers you something tempting, that's when you clearly say, "Hey brother, no, I value something else." Or, "Hey brother, I'm making some changes. Thanks for the offer. Thanks for the temptation, bro, but I'm all good for now." That is a change in who you are deep at the core, in your core values, and that will influence your results more than any goal. The goals are only the outcome focus. So what we need to do is redirect the focus to the process and the values, the discipline, and the choices that you make every day. And so if you are struggling with this, if you've set goals in the past, but you constantly fall off the bandwagon, I highly recommend that you go ahead and you get clear on your top 3 values. Your top 3. Because if it's not in your top 3 values, it won't be achieved. Other things will take priority. And if you're not even clear on what your top 3 values are, you're standing on loose ground, brother. You're standing on very unstable territory. You don't have a solid foundation beneath you. I value my health. I value my purpose. And I value my wealth. And so every decision I make throughout the day is dependent on those 3 values. If it's a temptation outside of those 3, it's a clear no to me. And so aligning my decisions with my values has got me the results that I want. And so if you're looking for better results in your life, if you want to make massive changes as a dad in the next 3 months, in the next year, in the next 5 years, if you want to create a greater legacy that you're actually proud of, that your family will talk about when you're gone, decide to first look at your values before you set any goals. Values first, and then from those values, you'll be able to achieve greater things. And I guarantee it, if you stick strong by them, if you remind yourself. So for instance, this is how easy it should be. When someone asks you your top 3 values, you should be able to go bang, straight off the top of the head. These are my top 3 values, bang, bang, bang. Your wife should know them so she can hold you accountable to them. Even possibly a business partner or your colleagues should even know them. So much so that the people around you know what you value, because you're not only an example of it, but they are very clear that is what you value. And they know that that's your boundaries as well. So this helps you create an environment that's setting you up to succeed. And so if you truly want that, I encourage you to have this. 9 out of 10 men out there, if I ask them what they value, they wouldn't even be able to tell me off the top of their head. And then they're probably going to make some socially constructed value system around health and money and less stress, and they just say the normal shit, but that's not actually their values because they don't have those results in their life. And so you can easily tell when someone has strong values behind them, and they stand by them and they get greater results. And so, brother, if you're looking for a way to improve your values, send me a message on Instagram at Legacy Dads. DM me values and I'll send you through the values elicitation document. But if you just want to join a epic community of dads who are actually valuable men, who stand by their values, and be guided through this process. I'll guide you through this process personally on a call. If you join Legacy Dads, we go through this whole assessment yourself. You don't have to do it alone. And then you join a community with dads that are just getting after it, that are clear on their values, that are implementing discipline, that are building better legacies for their family. That's an opportunity for you, brother. And if you've watched this far, there's a part in you that wants better. There's a part of you that wants more from life. So I encourage you, if that's something that you do desire, if it's something you want, reassess your values. Consider joining a community that's actually going to hold you accountable and encourage you to be a values-based man. But if not, if you just want access to the document, I completely understand that as well. DM me values and let's have a chat. And yeah, thank you for listening. I appreciate you tuning in. I'm going to be creating more and more of these long form videos because the reels, they're cool, but the long form content is where you get the nuggets. It's like the discussion after the seminar or after the workshop where you get all those cool interactions and the deeper nuggets within knowledge and expertise. So thank you for listening, and I'll speak to you soon. Drop us a like if you like this video on the YouTube. Helps me know that this is good content. And yeah, comment anything that you got out of it or any clarity you got out of it. That'd be awesome. Thanks, guys. Speak soon.